Okay, this is my week 24 update, and every week I invest a minimum of 1100, and the more time I spend investing, the more I realize I personally want nothing to do with the hype stocks anymore, because every time I see people chasing the next big stock, it looks like an emotional roller coaster, and I've been there myself numerous times. One day they're up big, the next day, they lost half their money. Everybody's trying to get rich fast. Everybody's trying to predict what stock is about to explode. That's why I built this portfolio around dividend growth. I wanted and needed investments I could consistently buy every single week without constantly checking my phone all day. It's way less stressful, there's more cash flow, and it's way more consistent. And the crazy part is, since I started investing like this, I've been making a lot more progress. In this video, I'm going to go over my complete portfolio, all my weekly buys, my weekly performance, and of course, my dividend income. Quick reminder on financial education. Education gives you control, control gives you options, and options is what gives you freedom. Let's get into my portfolio and see where I'm at. Okay, now that we're in the portfolio, we could see the balance is $167,718.34. I show this process every week to show people in real time how to build a portfolio, as well as just not show an end result of something flashy, and just how simple this is that anybody could do it. Let's get into first position is DGRO. Market value is $29,740, and this is 17.7% of my portfolio. DGRO doesn't get talked about enough, but it became one of my best positions that I have. Next, we have SCHD. Market value is $66,752, and this is 39.8% of my portfolio. Still the anchor of my portfolio, and I'm still trying to get this to 45% of my portfolio by the end of this year. Next, we have SCHG. It's just a 10% growth engine for my portfolio. Market value is $18,603, and this is 11.1% of my portfolio. Next, we have SCHX. Market value is $27,530, and this is 16.4% of my portfolio. It's just my broad market exposure, pretty much identical to VU, but this holds 250 additional companies. My last position is VXUS. Market value is $25,134, and this is 15% of my portfolio. And it's my international slice. Just another layer of diversification, and actually surprising me, it has a great dividend on it as well, which I'll go over that in my dividend section of this video. Next, let's get into my weekly buys. Okay, now that we're in the weekly buy section, spoiler alert, nothing's changed. Repetition, doing the same thing every week, that's what got me to the point where I'm at today. First, I bought 20 shares of SCHD, $644. Then I bought 3 shares of DGRO, $224. Then I bought 11 shares of SCHX, $329. Then I bought 5.7 shares of SCHG, which was $202, and Schwab again. They're letting us buy fractional shares, so every dollar at the end of every week is invested. Now let's get into the weekly performance, the moment of truth for this portfolio. Okay, now that we can see the performance, we can see from June 1st to June 4th, excluding net contributions, my portfolio has gained $469.89, or 28 basis points. Portfolio value always gets all the attention, but I'm building dividend income first and foremost. Let's see how I stacked up against the other indices this week. Okay, we can see my portfolio, 28 basis points. We can see the Russell 2000 went up 57 basis points. The S&P 500 went up 31 basis points. The NASDAQ went down a 0.5%. Then the Dow Jones had the biggest week. They went up 1.15%. All right, let's get into the dividend income now. Okay, for the dividend income, $3,775.34 or $314.61 per month. Remember, this is the slowest process of everything, but every dividend payment today is one less share you have to sell in the future. Let's see what each position is paying. First, DGRO, $582. Then we have SCHD, $2,170. Next, we have SCHG, $67. Then we have SCHX, $277. Then we have VXUS, $677 for the total of $3,775. The goal by the end of the year was to try to get this to 6,000. I was debating on adding a covered call to help get there. I'm still debating, I'm still researching, and I'll make a decision sometime in the next month. All right, that's going to do it for my week 24 update. Stay tuned for week 25 and see what progress we can get. Remember, stay disciplined and consistent.